Have you ever come across a coincidence that's so perfect it almost feels like it was planned? Well, get ready for an incredible story of connection from the early days of missionary work in Korea that's going to make you wonder. This is the missionary history for the fourth week of October from Pastor James Hong. All right, so let's dive in. Our story starts in Daegu, Korea, right around the turn of the 20th century. And it all begins with two pioneers, two missionaries who really set the stage for everything that was about to happen in the region. So, first up, you've got missionary Adams, who lands in Korea in 1895. And then, just 2 years later, he's joined by Dr. Johnson, a medical missionary. You can see how they were the perfect team, right? One was focused on spiritual health, the other on physical health, right there in Daegu. But here's the thing. Their teamwork was, well, almost too good. And with that incredible success came a brand new and pretty massive challenge. The work that Adams and Johnson were doing together just exploded. Their mission grew so fast, and the needs of the whole Daegu-Gyeongbuk region started to feel immense. They were making a real difference, but honestly, it was getting to be way too much. And that really brings us to the heart of the problem. I mean, you have to ask yourself, could just two people, no matter how dedicated they were, truly serve an entire region that was growing by the day? The answer was becoming pretty obvious. So, feeling completely overwhelmed, Adams and Johnson did what they knew best. They started to pray. And they weren't just praying for general help. They prayed for something very specific. A third person, another missionary, to come and join them in Daegu. Now, while all of this is going on in Korea, something really fascinating is happening thousands of miles away. You have these two totally separate journeys that are about to connect in the most unbelievable way. Okay, get this. Over in Daegu, Johnson writes a letter to his mother back in America. He asks her to get in touch with a promising missionary candidate he knows of, a guy named Bruin. At the exact same time, over in America, Bruin is praying, trying to figure out where he should serve. And he decides to write a letter to a family friend to ask about Korea. And yup, you guessed it, that friend was Johnson's mother. And this, right here, is where the story hits its peak. You've got these two letters, started by two separate prayers, now making their way across the world. I mean, just picture it for a second. These two pieces of paper crossing the vast Pacific Ocean. One is coming from Korea, requesting a specific person. The other is coming from America, asking about a specific place. And they were both headed to the same mailbox addressed to the exact same woman, Johnson's mother. She had no idea she was about to become the connection point for this incredible plan that was set in motion from half a world away. Two letters, one from her son asking for help, and another from a young man basically offering that exact help. And here is the part that is just, wow. The two letters from opposite sides of the planet arrived on her desk on the exact same day. I mean, the timing wasn't just good. It was absolutely unbelievable. And the story goes that Johnson's mother literally felt a shiver run down her spine. To her, this was no coincidence. It felt like she was watching God's meticulous plan for the mission in Korea unfold right there on her desk. Well, after a moment like that, you can probably guess what happened next, right? The prayer for help wasn't just answered, it was answered in the most spectacular way possible. And sure enough, by September of 1899, Bruin arrived in Korea. Adams, Johnson, and Bruin officially became the Daegu Mission Trio. And with the three of them working together, the mission that had once felt so overwhelming really began to thrive and grow like never before. Pastor James Hwang, who served as a missionary to China, now ministers in Maryland, USA, and is a researcher of Korean mission history. He shares these stories weekly from his book, Remember and Repay, 52 Weeks of Mission Meditations.